So good evening to you all, and welcome back. Hope you're all well. Tonight I've decided to come to a place that I've frequented so much over the years, especially when I was younger, and it's a local nature reserve on the Lizard, which is just off the airfield where I spend a lot of my time. Originally this was part of the Ministry of Defence airfield, and it was sold off to the Wildlife Trust, and this is a beautiful little reserve. And today I'm really after kind of see what's about really. There's plenty of fox up here, stoat, badger, roe deer, and especially there's some barn owls here, which are at the moment got some young owlets at the moment, young chicks. I think they're about 10 days old. So I'm hoping to see some sights of some barn owls tonight, hopefully later on. Obviously it's a little bit early at the moment. All being well, I'll see them out quartering around some of the lovely fields here, the hay meadows they've got. Absolutely gorgeous. So fingers crossed, it'd be nice to see them. I'm not close to the nest site, so I'm away from them because I haven't actually got a Schedule 1 licence this year for them. So I'll keep my distance from the nest site, and hopefully we'll be charmed with some great views of my favourite bird. So here I am in position now, just away from where the barn currently is. Very light wind today. It's a beautiful, beautiful field full of orchids, celandines, buttercups. Oh, it's beautiful. Loads and loads of dragonflies, butterflies in here. Absolutely superb. So I'm hoping really this is going to be a great field for the barn owl to come out and hunt in. There's an awful lot of fields here, so it could just bypass this one until it's dark, but going to give it a go. There's not many fence posts for a barn owl to rest on, which is a shame, but you know, hopefully we'll get to see it coming out, a bit of quartering. Yeah, it's a beautiful location. So the sun's going to set in the west there, so I'm going to get a bit of side lighting as it comes around, and hopefully this is quite a big field. And we'll get to see some nice images of the barn owl later, maybe some deer and fox, but the grass is a few feet in height. Yeah, it's just a great location. It's so nice to be back to a site where I haven't visited for years. I don't know why, just yeah, but it's really, really good to be back. So guys, all set up now. It's still quite early. It's kind of about 5 o'clock, so it could be 2-3 hours waiting now before anything comes out. So I've got the 1DX with the 600, obviously on the tripod with video head, and I've got the 300 f2.8 and the 5DSR there with obviously the crop factor on it at 1.3, just to give me a little bit of an edge if I need to, I don't know, manoeuvre anywhere with anything coming from the sides that maybe this can't stretch to, or anything comes too close. You know, it's a bit of a last minute thing, but it's always handy to have. It's not usually what I do when I'm out walking a fair distance, is to have two bodies with me, but with the 600 in the bag, walking to here is seeing stuff on the way, so it's always good to have that camera ready. So at the moment, stacks of birds obviously flying around at the minute. Warblers, there's chiffchaff, willow warbler, there's cuckoos calling. Yeah, it's a great spot. Very light wind. Hoping to get to see some deer or some foxes or whatever coming through. Really, it's just you know, who knows. But most of all, it'd be lovely to see the ghostly barn owl just coming out of the barn, quartering over the field in front of me. Would be magical. As I said before in many of my my vlogs, that barn owl's one species that, you know, I find very difficult, especially down in the southwest, to photograph. They generally only come out when it's pretty dark. So, you know, the chances of me getting something tonight are pretty slim. But, you know, they've got young now. The young are 10 days old. They obviously get hungry throughout the day unless they've cached food in the box. So hopefully, you know, the parents will be out quite early to get that initial feed in, and then they'll probably take off around the reserve then. So as you can see, I've just done a quick test shot, and I think you'll agree that's actually quite a nice image. Looking at the histogram there, obviously it's a fairly even spread, there's no clipping at the ends. The darks and the lights and the midtones aren't too bad, and that image is actually quite nice. I'm quite pleased with that. ISO 640 at 1250th there, f4. So actually quite a nice image. It's good just to do a quick test shot just to make sure that you're in the right ballpark. So I can't believe my luck. 6:30 and the barn owls come out hunting. It flew about 6 to 8 feet from my head, right past my lens barrel. Managed to get a couple quick shots of the barn owl. Unfortunately, I was using my 1DX and the shutter. It did pick up on the shutter speed as it went off, so I've now changed the camera body to 5 DSR, so a little bit quieter. God, it's been so long now since I spent time with barn owls. You forget how absolutely gorgeous they are. When the female came out and she was flying around, the wings just superb, quartering above the hedgerows. It's just magical. So it's so unusual to see a barn owl down on the Lizard in Cornwall out this early hunting, but it's absolutely fantastic. Well, what an absolute cracking evening that was. So much barn owl action, it was unbelievable. It's really made my day. In and out with prey items all night, male and female. I think I got some fairly decent shots, but can't guarantee it. So hi guys, this is the third session now at the barn owls, and we've had a 55 gusting northeasterly wind today. So the hide, even though it's pegged down, got blown over into the bushes, and I'm now tucked in behind this hedge and I've had to move the hide because it was pretty much halfway down the field. So we're set up here now. As you can see here, I've just put some pegs either side and just put a bit of this camouflage material there just to stop obviously anything looking through there, because there's obviously a mesh shield behind there, a mesh window that lets a lot of light through, and you can actually see right through, and that's sometimes why I wear my balaclava inside the hide. But just put this up, which is ideal, so I can actually look through here as I'm looking out, so I can see the area around me here, and whilst I'm doing that, I can keep an eye on it, and then acts as an extra bit of protection. And what I've just done now, because in this field there are no posts around, so the barn owls obviously like to perch, like to feed from posts. Apologies for the wind. So I've just gone and found an old branch, dug it in the ground with a tent peg, dug it all out, and that's fairly stable. It should be an awesome platform there, just for the barn owl to come in, perch on, and yeah, hopefully get some great shots back from the hide. So anyway, I better get in, get sorted, get ready, because it's now about 5:45 and they come out before at 6:30, so get tucked up inside the hide, have a cup of tea, and then sit out and wait. I'm hoping to get a bit of video tonight. The weather's really a bit dodgy. The wind's not much wind, but there's a little bit of rain around, heavy showers, and as we well know, barn owls don't enjoy wind and rain, so the rain may put them off, but the ground actually is relatively dry, so I'm hoping I might miss the showers, and the barn owls will be out. The last 24 hours, 36 hours have been pretty horrendous with rain, so I'm hoping they're going to be needing to get out tonight to hunt. So I've decided to go with a bit of video setup tonight. So what I've got here now is I've got the 5GSR and the 600 and some video. And what I've done is I've bought an external screen. Now some may think it's a bit overkill, but looking at this tiny screen in a small hide trying to focus, I'm getting quite a lot of out of focus shots. So if we look in here now and just enable the video, you'll see then that, so with my video picture, I've now got my external screen, which is a damn sight better than that small screen, and then I can then manually focus in, as you can see there. And as I'm moving around, obviously the view I see in the screen above is the lens view, so I can then pan up and down, left and right, and a bit more easy to track really barn owls quartering over, rather than a small 3.2 inch screen. This screen here is 5.7 and it's a 4K screen, although the camera is only capable of doing 1080p at 25. So but still, when I get a newer camera, I got 4K, then I'm obviously able to reproduce that on the screen. But yeah, brilliant really. I mean, you got all your functions on there, you can switch, so you got all your various menu settings that you need to get to, straight back to video, fitted by the HDMI cable there, and then I got full access then of panning around. But yeah, great bit of kit. And I've also got my I've got a new Rode Video Mic Pro Plus with me, but unfortunately I haven't got the bracket yet to add that onto the hot shoe, so I'm going to go without the sound tonight for a little longer, unless I rig up an external bit of sound out of the hide. But all these bits of kit that I've got, all these new bits of kit, will be annotated in the description on the vlog, with links there to the equipment I've got, if you're interested in checking those out. But yeah, it's a new thing tonight, not for everybody. But when I'm in this position and I can't see the screen, I'm too close, I can't focus well enough, and I'm getting quite a lot of soft shots and soft video. So great bit of kit to have, to be fair, and yeah, hopefully it'll allow me to get some better video. But it's early days at the moment. It's only kind of 5 o'clock, so it is early. The owl has been showing itself about sort of 6:10, 6:30, and then sometimes like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So there has been the post I've put out, the new post that I showed you before. We've had a cuckoo on that one already, no shots, and there's been a sparrowhawk kill on there as well, with lots of feathers and lots of feathers below it. So it's being used by birds of prey, by cuckoo, and a lot of the smaller species as well. We get merlin, kestrel and hobby coming across this field as well, so you know, anything could just hop in and sit on that post. So fingers crossed we'll get some shots. But this is a bit of trial and error, and I'm hoping to do some video tonight. I've also got the Canon 1DX there with 100-400 in case I need to get some shots out the side window, because the owl does like to come up along this field edge, along the hedge line towards me, so I can pop the lens through here and then maybe get some shots there as well. But I'm really here tonight to do a bit of video, add to the pictures I've already got over the last 4 sessions. But fingers crossed, yeah, we'll get some action later on. It's fine, blast, it's fine, blast. So quick, so quick, so quick. Slow down, oh. I got some footage then, but so quick gliding and chasing it with this is hard work. So amazingly, the barn owl came out at 10 to 5. Unbelievable. It's been out, I'd say, about 4 times, I think, and returned with prey. Probably wondering again why I've got cam balaclava on. Is I've got the front open now because it's quite tricky panning around. As soon as the owl comes out here, it's over here back towards the barn before I know it, and I can't get a chance to really give it time to get focused on the owl properly because I haven't got enough distance to get adjust. So I'm kind of now going back to stills just a little bit while the light's good, and hopefully I'll be able to get a few shots of it coming back in. It's using the same flight path as before. I got some nice shots a couple of days ago, but yeah, it's tempting to move. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I should or not, but yeah, we'll see. So it's been pretty quiet for the last like hour and 15, so decided to tuck into my dinner. Here we have, for those of you who don't know it, it's a Cornish pasty, a specialist bit of food from down here in the southwest in the UK. A nice knurled bit round the edge. It's got meat, potato, turnip, onions inside. Absolutely great. Washed down with a nice cup of tea. So it has all gone pretty quiet, so I thought I'd have a quick, bite to eat, and then because it's making a bit of noise getting it out of the wrapper and stuff, so just make a bit of noise, eat my pasty, finish that off, full belly, and then ready for hopefully 3 or 4 hours of barn owl action, I hope. But we shall see. Anyway, back to my pasty. It's an absolutely cracking bit of light at the minute, so I've switched from video back to stills now. Whilst the light's decent like this, I'm going to concentrate on some hopeful low-level shots of the barn owl coming over the grass. Lovely bit of golden light on there at the minute. So it's hunting in like all directions at the minute, southerly, easterly. There's also been a bit of west, so it's all over the place, but it's coming back in through across this field. Well, I'll be able to get some shots while the light's like this. It's probably like this for the next half hour, and then it'll probably be gone, so fingers crossed. It's back, the barn owl's here. So I've just got a nice shot there of the owl coming in with the vole, which is cracking, quite sharp, looking pretty good. So yeah, delighted with that. Got a few more with a different bit of lighting as well, which was lovely. So let's fingers crossed. Yeah, it's quite nice from a distance there. Couple coming in there. You can look, and. Yeah, quite nice. Lovely shots. Really pleased with those. Hope we get a few more in the bag. The light was just perfect as the cat owl was coming across. A nice bit of an orange glow there. So yeah, really pleased with those. Lovely. Well guys, that concludes the barn owl vlog. It's taken me probably about a week and probably about good 28 hours really of work with the owls. In some of it in the hide, some of it on foot, some of it cammed up in the bushes, sort of watching, observing and working out their patterns. So I hope you've enjoyed it. The video wasn't as good as I'd hoped, but the light wasn't there and the weather's not been great, so it's one of those things that I'll keep persevering with. But really enjoyed being with the owls again. They're out early feeding and hunting, which was absolutely superb, so I can't ask more than that really, and got some acceptable shots. So yeah, great stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.